But got it. All right. So good morning, everybody. We're just about to approach 12 noon. If you are doing this live, welcome along. If you're doing this as a recording, thank you for joining us. Thank you for choosing it. This particular session here from Zoomogos. My name's Darry, and I hope you enjoy the session I put forward together for you today. So let's get set up our monitor. But before we do set up the monitor, make sure you remember where your damper is. Push it all the way down to 1. At the end of the warm-up, we'll bring it back to where it was. This time of year, I like to be between 110, 115 with the idea of get it in, get it on for our shorter sprint races out on the water, where I like to take my fitness too. So let's get set up with the monitor. Please press menu, select workouts, new workouts, intervals, and then will be intervals variable. Intervals variable. Your first interval will be time. Please press time, and it will be 10 minutes with 3 minutes of rest time. 10 minutes with 3 minutes of rest time, please. 10 and 3. Once you've input that 10 minutes and the 3 minutes of rest time, please press tick. Now I'm setting up the macro structure of the session. I will be reminding you of all the minutiae as we go throughout. So your next interval will also be time. Please press time. Please input 8 minutes with 1 minute 30 rest. 8 minutes and 1 minute 30 rest, please. Please press tick. Then your next interval is also time. Please press time. 8 minutes and 1:30 comes up again. Please press tick. Your next interval is also time, and this will be your third training block. Please press time. Then 8 minutes and 1:30 comes up. Please press tick. Then your next interval, your final interval, which will be your cool down, is also time. Please press time. 3 minutes, no rest required. Just 3 minutes with no rest required. Then you can press tick, and then no more intervals. Now, if you've just joined us on the live session, please press just row. Remember to put your damper all the way down to 1. Remember where it was. We will be moving it back up for our 3 training blocks. In our warm-up today, we'll be pushing back at stroke rate 16. For the first 5 minutes, we'll increase that rate by 1, and then every minute, and then every 30 seconds. In the second 5 minutes, we'll increase by 1. So full crew from front stops, stroke rate 16 in 3, 2, 1, rowing on, please. Now remember, it's just our warm-up. The intensity will increase throughout the warm-up. Checking in with our body rock and our hand heights, please. And we keep it on stroke rate 16 for this first minute, please. We have control on the slide. Consistent hand heights. Hands soft on the handles. It's a little lift of the arms as I come into the front end without shrugging my shoulders. Full crew, next stroke up 1 to 17, go. So we sit on stroke rate 17 now for the next minute. Maintaining the control on the slide, please. Checking in with your body rock. Maintaining the length of stroke and consistency of hand heights. That's stroke rate 17. We keep a lid on that rate until our next stroke where we are up 1. Go. Stroke rate 18, please. You maintain that consistency of hand heights. Shoulders are square, head is in neutral. Keep your lid on the rate at 18. Keep the hands shut, shoulders relaxed. Next stroke, we're up 1 to 19. Go. Checking in with your core, please. Ensuring you've got an active body rock. Core is engaged throughout the entire stroke. Nice timing, crew. Full crew. Keeping that attention, holding that focus. We're up 1 to stroke rate 20. Go. So this is where we can really set up that classic ratio on our stroke. 1 second on the leg drive. 2 seconds on the recovery. We continue on at stroke rate 20, where we've been increasing the rate by 1 every minute. In this first half of our warm-up piece, full crew, next stroke, up 1, go. Stroke rate 21, please. Find it on the leg drive, off that front end. We keep the lid on it at stroke rate 21. By controlling your slide. Full crew, up 1, go. Stroke rate 22. So we are up 1 every 30 seconds now. We want to ensure that we have our stroke sequencing in place, that we never lose it. Next stroke, up 1. Stroke rate 23, please. And that legs, body, arms. And that leg drive base. Keep the length in the arms. Consistency of hand heights. Next stroke, we're up 1, go. Stroke rate 24, crew. Sharper with the knees down. And stay soft. Shoulders stay down. Up one, go. We're sitting on stroke rate 25. We keep the core engaged. We are up one, go. And the shoulders down. That's stroke rate 26. Next stroke, we're up 1 to 27. Go. Sharper with the knees down. Keep a little on at 27. Heart rate coming up. Next stroke, up one, go. Stroke rate 28. Next stroke, up one, go. Stroke rate 29, please, crew. Avoid opening up too soon at the hips. Keep that connection with your core. Up one, go. Stroke rate 30. 30 seconds, please. Easy off. Okay, first things first. Damper back where it was. Well done. Both feet are on top, fingertips under toes, pressing the knees down. As we move into some of our prep stretches, we'll revisit them later on as well. But for now, really good stretches, help to lengthen through the back and lengthen through the hamstrings. Sitting it up tall, your right foot on the floor, we rotate around, left foot stays where it is. T-shape through the torso and the shoulders. As you look to increase the range of motion through the lower back. Coming back to center. It's important because it helps with that body rock. Rotate around to the other side, please. Keeps a healthy lower back. Keep that range of motion throughout the lumbar spine. We come back to center now, please. Both feet on the floor, core is in, hands on thighs, heels down, hips up. Slowly roll up and rebuild your spine. No need to rush. We'll step to the side. Foot is up behind for a quad stretch, please. Pushing the foot down into the hands and make it a more active stretch. Keep the connection through the core. Helps with your balance. Other side, please. Once again, pushing the foot down into the hand. Oh, there we go. Driving the top of that same hip forward. Then we cross that leg over, sitting it down. Keep the core engaged. Keep it active and fired up. Ready for the work that's about to follow. I'm just pressing down on the inside of the knee, not on the knee, but inside. Other side, please. As I look to increase that range of motion around the hips once again. My core is engaged, my shoulders are square. And then I ask you to come down to the floor, please. for your hip flexor stretch. So the front knee is out in front of the ankles. We press through the back hip. We never want to over compress the front knee, either on the erg or off the erg. And then, oh, a little release there. That's a bonus. Hurrah. And the other side, please. Hips stay square, shoulders stay square. So you press forward through that back hip. 4 more, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back on board now. I'm just going to check around my screen, make sure everyone's organized and happy. 3 lots of 8 minutes. We are rowing in at stroke rate 20 in training block number 1. Our race pace pieces after the first minute will be 15 seconds, 30, 45 in the full minute, and then 75 seconds. And it will be an up 6. Training block 2, it all goes up by 2. Full crew. Pushing back, core engaged, 2, 1, rowing on stroke rate 20. Welcome to training block 1. 1 minute rowing in at stroke rate 20. All of that lovely sequencing you put in place during your warm-up. Now's the time to put it into practice. You put your damper back up. The hands remain soft. Core remains engaged. We sit here at stroke rate 20, our base rate for this first minute. We maintain our focus to row into the end of the first minute. Next stroke, race pace 26, go for 15 seconds. Drop back down to 20 for 45 seconds. Active recovery, please. Flushing the legs out, holding your focus, lengthen the arms. Full curve. Next straight, race, 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 go. 30 seconds of stroke rate 26, please. So our work intervals are getting longer, recovery will get shorter. Drop back down to 20. We have 30 seconds here, crew. Active recovery. That was the second of 5 work intervals in this 8-minute training block 1 of 3. Attention, go. 45 seconds, stroke rate 26. Consistency of hand heights, stroke length. Drop down to 20. 15 seconds only.
Hold your focus. Next stroke, go. 1 minute at stroke rate 26, please. This is interval 4 and 5. In training block 1 and 3. Stroke rate 26 for a full minute, please. Hold your focus. Keep a lid on your rate. Drop. 1 minute. Active recovery before our final work piece. Sequencing in place, that classic ratio, 1 second on the leg drive, and 2 seconds on your recovery. Are you focused, crew? Final interval coming up. Next stroke, go. Stroke rate 26 for 75 seconds, please. Take it with your core, it's long and strong. Keeping our shoulders down. Keeping it on your 8, stroke rate 26. Drop on the slide. Stroke rate 20. 45 seconds. Active recovery. Keep your core switched on. Holding your shape. Easy all. Well done, crew. Hope everyone's feeling great. So training block 1 is done. Training block 2 goes up by 2. The rules of engagement remain the same. A little look around my screen. See how everyone's getting on. Alice is good. Nigel, you're good. Emma, you're good. Adrian, Jates, everyone. All right, so you're going to stand up or sit down. It's your 90 seconds. I like to get that length across my hips, that extension that standing up offers me between my sets. We've got about 45 seconds before we go back in. And we'll be going back in at stroke rate 22 as our base. Stroke rate 28 as our race pace. Entirely up to you. If you want to leave it at 26, please feel free to do so. Not a problem for me. You know what your goals are. If you are wanting to stay with the 22 and the 28, of course, very, very welcome to. As we move up into training block 2, we'll be pushing back in 20 seconds time, exactly the same structure, the same rules of engagement. So make sure you've taken on enough hydration, get some airflow in the room, because we're going to be pushing back in about 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Riding on at 22, crew. Welcome to training block 2 or 3. Check in with your core. Shoulders are down. Sequencing in place. That's stroke rate 22. Flushing out the legs. Keeping a lid on your 8 at 22. Checking in with your hand heights. Ensure you've got that positive body rock. Next stroke, go. Upward stroke rate 28. For 15 seconds. Drop. 22. Active recovery. Flushing out the legs. Keep your lid on stroke rate 22, please. Holding that focus, crew. Well done. See, you're in your zone. Next stroke, race, go. 30 seconds, stroke rate 28 on the legs. Keeping it on the legs. Avoid over compressing at the front. Drop. Stroke rate 22. Active recovery. 30 seconds, please. 2 or 5 intervals are done. Here in training block 2 or 3. Focus, crew. Next stroke, go. 45 seconds of 28. I keep it on the legs. Shoulders are down. Drop to 22. 15 seconds only, crew. Next stroke, race, go. 1 minute at 28. Keep it consistent. Well done, crew. Keep it on 28. Drop for 1 minute to 22. Marching out the legs. 30 seconds more here. 4 work intervals are done. 1 remains. Take it with your body rock. Needs that swing. Core engaged. Next stroke, race, race, go. Stroke rate 28. 75 seconds. Thirty seconds on the legs. At 28. Drop. Strike rate 22. 45 seconds. Flush out the legs. Keep everything else switched on. Easy. Oh, nice work. Good job. You should be feeling good. Nice training block behind you. Bit more fatigue in the legs, which is all good because we want to push through all of that when we get into training block 3. Because that's where the magic happens. Okay, and then a little stand up. You may want to have a stretch, whatever it is that you need to do, just to recover during this 90-second break. It's your 90 seconds. You can keep rolling up and down on the erg if you like. So say, I like to have that extension across the hips. Try and keep them happy, keep them healthy, while they're still mine and all mine. Really important it stays that way. All right, so crew, are you up for this? Stroke rate 24 is your new base, Barbara, and then your race pace is 30. You up for it? She's up for it. Is that a challenge? Are you throwing down a challenge to Alex? Oh, fighting talk. Here we go. All right, so crew, no opening up too soon at the hips, no over compressing. Everybody loves stroke rate 24 as a base. Isn't that right, Jason? Anyway, sitting it up nice and tall, we are about to push back in 4, 3, 2, 1, row. Stroke rate 24. Rowing in for 1 minute, please. Keep that length in our stroke. Lengthen the arms, shoulders down. It's all about consistency here at stroke rate 24. Sequencing your stays in place, core engaged, lengthen the arms and hands to soften your handles. Next stroke, race, race, go. Stroke rate 30, 15 seconds, under legs. Drop. Stroke rate 24. Flush it out. Interval 1 of 5 is done. Training block 3 at 3. Focus. Shoulders are down. Picture them level and square. Flush out the legs. Let's stroke rate 24. We are rowing into interval number 2. Next stroke, race, race, go. 30 seconds, stroke rate 30. Drop, stroke rate 24. 30 seconds here, please. Recovery is getting shorter. Work intervals getting longer. You know the rules of the game. Next stroke, go. 45 seconds. Stroke rate 30, please. Settle onto it. Drop. 15 seconds only. At 24. Everything stays switched on. Next stroke, go. 1 minute, please. At stroke rate 30. Keep it on the legs. Keep a lid on the rate. 10, 9, stay on it. Drop. 24. You're right on it. One work interval remains. Flushing the legs out. At 24. Hold your focus, crew. Checking with your core. Next stroke, go. 75 seconds. Stroke rate 30. Keep it consistent, crew. Fifteen strokes, go. On the legs. Drop. Stroke rate 24. 45 seconds. Get it switched on. Easy. Well done, squad. Great job. Everyone feeling good? Happy with your results? Did you hit the targets you set for yourself? It may have been that target may have just been going from start to finish. Entirely up to you. Well done. So, if you have the time, hang around because we'll be going into some stretches, probably over about a 3-minute period. After we deconstruct our stroke for 3 minutes, starting at front stops, have full slide, dropping it down to 3/4, half quarter, arms and bodies, and arms only. And then we'll come off and complete a series of stretches, just the same stretches as we did in our warm-up. So we have 30 seconds or so before we push back. We want to take advantage of it and have a stretch, have a drink, have a stand up, sit down. Whatever you choose to do, it's your recovery time. We are pushing back. In about 15 seconds time, please. Full crew from front stops in 5, 4, 3, stroke rate 20, 1, go. Everything remains switched on and up, cool down. Keep your core engaged. Next stroke, 3/4 slide, go. We deconstruct our stroke or our cool down, where every stroke needs to be a positive stroke. Every stroke counts. As we pop them into our positive muscle memory, sequencing in place. Next stroke, half slide, go. Checking in with that body rock. Core remains engaged. That half slide through. Next stroke, quarter slide, go. Maintain your body rock. Maintain those consistent hand heights. Next stroke, arms and bodies only, go. So we'll stay here longer than the 30 seconds. We'll stay here for 45 seconds as we look to lengthen through the hamstrings, cool down through the lower back. We maintain that consistency of hand heights. Wrists are flat, fingertips are soft over the handles. 15 seconds more, please. Arms only, go. Easy, all crew, well done. Handles are down, feet are out, fingertips back under the toes for me, please. Sliding back in the seat into your hamstring stretch. Oh, let's lengthen it out. Let the body relax and release. Maybe some of the fascia, that sticky fascia could start to relax and release for you. Now the body's nice and warm. Oh, there we go, little release. Always a bonus. Then I invite you to sit it up tall. Zip up through your torso and your shoulders. Right foot on the floor, rotate around. Just got the hand in the small of my lower back as I look to increase that range of motion. You've been moving through one plane, sat in one position. We want to remobilize the spine with some rotation. We then come back to center, crew, swap the legs over, sit it up tall, zip it up, rotate around. Little Pilates moment here. Keeping the shoulders square, chin level with the floor, looking back over that shoulder if that's available to you. Then we slowly come back to the front. Both feet are on the floor, core is in, wait for me. Hands are on thighs. I just press the hips off the seat, fingertips under toes, and then I lengthen through my legs, straighten the legs. Now I roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Imagine it's one Lego block on top of the other. So you rebuild your spine. Step to the side. That was your other Pilates moment. We've got a quad stretch now, please. And it's in our warm-up piece. Pushing the foot down into the hand. Core engaged, keeping that balance. Drive the top of that same hip forward. And then the other side, please. Pressing forward through the top of the hips. And then cross that leg over, sit it down. So we've got that same sequence that we had in our warm-up. Just press them inside of the thigh, opening up the hips. Core remains engaged. Then the other side, please. Cross it over, press it down. Core engaged. Hips square, shoulders are square.
all those building blocks of the body stacked neatly one on top of the other. Then I invite you to come down to the floor, please. I press my back hip forward, front knee just directly over the ankle. All the work here is in this hip flexor, a set of hip flexors at the back leg rather than the front leg. Oh, there we go, nice release. And the other side, please. Well, crew, great to see some familiar faces back with us again today. And it's great to see some new faces joining me today. So thank you very, very much for choosing to work out with us here at zoomogos.com, whether you've done it live or whether you chose to do it as a recording that's available, will be available on YouTube for you. So we're done. I'm available on Friday. I'll be seeing you on Friday for the Matrix. Hopefully you'll be able to join me. And then we're putting in some new dates throughout the month of August as well. So thank you very much. You've been amazing. I've been Darryl. See you again next time. Take care, everybody. Great to see you all. Have a great afternoon. Bye for now.
Bye, Darryl. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. See you, Emma. See you.
Darryl.
See you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Darryl.